Hey everyone, hope you're bright and shiny, and I'm also in the pink. This is Jubair Ahmed. So today we'll be learning about the DQ in the STL series. So let's get started. So in the previous video, we have talked about the queue data structure, which follows the FIFO architecture, which is first in, first out. So what happened in the queue, we have talked about already that it's like a queue in a supermarket. So when you are when you are standing in a line in the queue, so whoever comes first in that line will be served first. Therefore, he will be out first. So first in, first out architecture. But in DQ, it can be done in both ways. So DQ means double-ended queue. So in queue, we can only add elements in the back of the queue, and we can only remove elements from the front as go as we follow the FIFO architecture. But in DQ, we can remove elements from front and back, and also add elements from front and back. And in queue, there's another difference. In queue, we cannot access elements randomly by calling its index. But in DQ, we can do that. We can call any index, we can access any index, and therefore that value. And we will show you how to do that. So first, to use a DQ, we have to add the DQ header file. Okay, we have added the DQ header file. Then we have the DQ keyword. And then what type of DQ we want? Let's say we want string type. And name of the DQ is, let's say, my DQ. Oh, there's another difference. In queue, we couldn't, we can only declare the queue, but we couldn't assign any values, right? After declaring in the same line. But in this case, we can declare it. So we're declaring, let's say, fire. Let's give some value, right? Fire, water, light, what's there? Green, and not. Okay, that will do. Okay, that's our DQ. We have declared a DQ. So as usual, in every episode, we will do this line operation in every data structure. We'll try to do that. So today we will do also that. So we have created a queue, then we will access it. So to access, how we can access it? We can access this in three separate ways. We can access it from the front, we can access it from the back, we can access randomly in any index. So for random, we can do we can use the square bracket and the dot add keyword, and this method can help us as access elements. So let's show you how we do that. So first we have to use the name of the DQ, which is DQ. Let's say we want to access the fire element. So let's access it from the front. So let's see, let's print it out to see the results. So as you can see, fire is accessed. Okay, we can also print this. Let's access the element from the last, from the end of the DQ. That will be the back method. So after fire, it should be earth. So fire and earth. Okay. Okay, now access it randomly. For that, we have to declare, we have to write the name of the DQ and then square bracket. Let's say we want to access light. So light element has index of 0, 1, 2, 2. So 2 is the index of light. So let's do that. So let's print that. So as you can see, light is printed. For the better readability, let's add a new line, name record. Okay, perfect. Now it looks better. Okay, we can use random access with another keyword as we have told a while back. That is the add keyword, and let's say I want to access the green. So green's index is 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3. So 3 should print and let me add a new line here. Okay, after light should there be green? Yes. There you go. So we have learned how to access a DQ. So now we will learn how to change an element. So as usual, to change any element, we have to first access it. So that we have done already. And then we can, what we can do? Okay, let's copy, paste. We can access it and we can remove, we can change elements. So I'm accessing the front, and instead of fire, I'm going to use, let's say, lightning. Okay, so I have changed this element and printed it, print the front element. So let's run it. So fire should be replaced with lightning. So as you can see, lightning. Okay, now let's do this one. Let's change the last element. What should we give? New name, let's use life. Okay, so Earth should be replaced with life. So Earth, as you can see, is replaced with life. Okay, so similarly, so these two are your homework. So yeah, I hope you can do this because we have been, if you follow the series until now, as you can see, we're following the same pattern, so it should be very easy to you. Okay, so we have learned about how to create, how to access, how to change elements, and now let's see how to add. Okay, we have not learned how to add elements, so let's do that. So as I have told you that we can add elements from the front and the back. So for that, we are gonna use the push front. The value should be, let's say, red. Let's print the first value. So red should be printed because I have pushed it front. Okay. Now let's change the, now let's add a element at the back. So what we can do is, what should we give name? Let's say yellow. Let's, okay, let's print the last element. It should be yellow. Yes, red and yellow is printed. So this is how we can add elements in a DQ. And how we can remove it? We can remove it the same way, but we have to use the pop front or pop back method. So we're going to use the pop front or pop back. So let's use the pop from. So if we pop front, so fire will be removed and then the water element will be reassigned as the first element. So when I access the first element of my DQ, water will be printed. So as you now you will see that water is printed first. Yes. Okay. Now let's remove pop back. Okay, there's a typo. Pop the pop doesn't take any arguments, any parameters. So let's print that. As you can see that earth is replaced, so earth is removed and the green is reassigned as the last element of the DQ. And when we print the last element with the back method, then green is printed here. Okay, this is how we can add and remove. Okay, let's know the size of the DQ. To know the size, we need to use the my DQ dot size function. Okay, it should print 5. As you can see, it prints 5. Now we will learn how if my DQ is empty. Okay, it is not, so it should return 0. As you can see, it should return to 0. Now we will know. Now we will learn about how to look through a DQ. This lesson going to be fun because in in the last video we have talked about Q, and in that we have only used the while loop to iterate to loop through that Q, but in DQ we can actually use the all 3 loops. Okay, let's check that out. So normal for loop, let's use this. Starts from I starts from 0, I less than my DQ dot size until the size ends, and I will be incremented by 1, and we will see out every DQ and access it. Actually, the best practice is using the at keyword. Let's see if it works. Okay, it worked. Okay. So we have looped through the DQ and printed all the elements. All right, this is one way to go. So we can use a for each loop. So how do we do that? Let's show you. So the data type will be string, or we can use auto. Let's use auto for now. And we have to write the my DQ. Let's see how the value. Okay, now let's print. As you can see, every element is printed. So that left only the while loop. So we're going to use the same condition as the Q, which was until my DQ is empty. So as long as not, so the condition is as long as my DQ is not empty, what I'm going to do, I'm going to print. No, I'm not going to print. I'm going to, okay, there's 2 ways to go. As long it's not empty, so the loop will go until the DQ is empty. So until DQ size is 0, it will the iteration will be running, right? So let's say I want to print all the elements from fire to the earth. For that, what we have to do is we have to access my DQ from the front. And after accessing each element, let's say I have accessed fire, then what I'm going to next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove fire. So that will be pop front. So the front element will be removed for the first iteration. So after that, water will be reassigned as the first element, then that next element. So then I will print the front, which is water, and then remove water. So this iteration will follow till the end. And let's print out, but let's add a space here. For better readability. It should be in fire to, yes, fire to earth. Okay, let's reversely iterate it. So I want to print earth, shield, fire. So earth, green, light, water, fire should be printed in this order. So for that I have to access it from the back. And after accessing each element from the back, I have to remove that particular element from the back. For that I have to use the pop back function. Okay, let's run it. So as you can see, arch, green, light, water, fire. It's very easy. So those are the loops. Now we want to sort it in a lexicographical order. Let's use the default STL sort function, sort method. Let's just start from the beginning and it should go until the end. Okay, then we want to loop. Print the value. Let's see if it works. Okay, as you can see, this is sorted in a lexicographical order because, as you can see, the first keyword, the first word, the first character of each word. So E, F, G, W is later, comes later after G, and L is come later after W. W. So there you go. That's that. We have sorted it. So DQ is very flexible than Q. So, so thanks for watching. So today's video is ended here. So if you have any question or if you want some another type of video, you can comment. See you in the next video. Thank you.